Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Into the Breach, where I gotta be honest with you. Post Island 1, I'm pretty happy with our reactor count. I'm less happy with our utility. Basically all we have here is murder. This at least pushes people as well, but tools. You need tools. You need more tools than murder in life. I think murder's an important tool. You shouldn't neglect, but you do need other things. I'm looking at the bug layouts or bug loadouts of these islands and thinking that I hate all of them very much. Yeah, this is going to be a rough one. The centipedes are also 3 health enemies, right? So this is three of the base enemies here are 3 HP or 5 HP in their elite form with armor. That is a real nightmare. Maybe we go for this one. It doesn't really harm us for the bugs to be immune to fire. Like that Scion is largely ignorable. Yeah, I think all of these islands seem like absolute nightmares. So Robotics Lab, destroy 2 mountains is not a good goal for this team. It's very inconvenient. I guess the laser is going to tend to hit. Yeah, maybe it's not so bad. The laser is going to tend to hit a wall. Oh, right. Sorry, we don't have any power. We need to do power missions first. Okay, protect your emergency batteries. Try not to let all your mechs get completely destroyed. Every enemy is elite. Why not? Fucking great. Let's give them one place where the Hornets can try to double attack that we can just move out of the way. Yeah, Plasmodia also have a base HP of 3. A team that is trying to win primarily through damage on unfair is just, they're in such a bad spot. Okay, so both of the Hornets can be completely ignored. But we do have other problems. Such as, I can't fucking... How am I going to deal with this when I can't get anybody past all these damn Hornets? I mean, we can just blast all these things. We can use the defense mech to just kill this thing with a pull. Or it's probably more sensible to throw up a shield, because then that way at least there's a point of shield left over on this building. The wind, I'm right that the wind goes before the enemies, yeah. So then we can just ignore these enemies. I could have Morgan. Can have Morgan here and attack this enemy for lethal. That's going to be 2 damage to Morgan right then, and then a 3rd point of damage when the wind hits, which I don't love. But it does get us boost. Otherwise, Morgan has no play. I mean, if I attack from right here, Morgan's like dead, right? It's very bad. Yeah, all right. I'm going to do this. Oh, sorry. That's right. I don't have +1 damage each. I have +1 damage straight on. So Morgan's only taking 2 damage here. That's not so bad. Now, you know what? I'm going to do this with the pull. Just because I do want to try to hold on to the shield charges for times when I'll be able to disable 2 enemy attacks. Alright, so I think what Morgan's going to do here is probably just spend the boost on healing. You have 3 HP remaining. Because, like, if I do that, obviously we're not doing any damage to this thing, but I can't safely attack this with Morgan anyway. I certainly don't want to catch on fire at this HP level. Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable with this. And then it's easy enough to just burn you. This mech having boost is a big deal. And maybe we run this up here and just heal? I would love to get some damage on this this thing, but I can't really, like... There's nothing I can do to it. I don't love that we're about to be at 4 enemies live with another one threatening to spawn, but I'm not sure I can stop that from being the case. Okay, that's not too bad. That's a problem, though. Oh, these things have 5 HP. Never mind. This is incredibly bad. There are no words for how bad this is, actually. Yeah, 2 scorpions spawning and making your whole team unable to play the video game is actually very problematic. So there's nothing I can do with the laser mech. You invulnerable? You are invulnerable. Okay, good, because I'm pretty sure you're dead. So... But the thing is, with the scorpion positioned the way it is... Yeah, right? We can do 4 damage to this thing, and that's not enough to matter. I can't stop the gastropod from doing 1 damage to that building. This thing's gonna... Well, this thing's gonna get moved to here, and it's gonna get smoked. So it's actually not going to attack. You're gonna do non-lethal, and then get killed. Which obviously is not acceptable. This thing's gonna spawn block at least. I think there's a really good chance that, like, the only sensible play here is just to do this. Because this thing's at least gonna spawn block for us. Yeah. Kai gets this kill, you pull the thing to finish it off. And then the gastropod gets smoked and doesn't even attack. But we do not get to interact with the other bug. Which means we go to 1 power remaining. Not my favorite place to be. I hate the Alpha Scorpions so much. I think the Alpha Scorpions are probably the bug that has caused us more overall trouble than anything else. Okay, this is not so bad. Alright, direct easy kill. This disables all of the enemy damage, and we're clean. Ooh. Then we may as well get some murders here while we can. Kai is not max level yet. And that keeps us under our thresholds. Yeah, to be perfectly honest with you, getting through a mission on Unfair while only losing 1 power feels pretty great. Okay, that rules. That is a wonderful skill to get on that mech. And then I think we have to keep hunting power until we're a little bit higher. Protect the coal plant. Okay, at least that coal plant's in a place where we probably can protect it. So... the Alpha Plasmodia is definitely high danger. That is a thing of great concern. You only have 3 movements, so you can't actually do anything this first turn unless we... No, actually. Well, you can attack a building, but there's no version of this where you can attack a mech at all. Actually, I'm gonna... No, wait, sorry. Swap these 2... Something like that. Yeah. Okay, I love that one. Okay, totally predictable. How do we want to manage this? So what I want most from the defense mech is to pull this thing forward into the water. That'd make my life fairly easy. I mean, I can run up and do this, get 3 damage on that thing and prep it to die later. But we certainly can't kill it now. We can kill the Alpha Hornet and shield the 2 buildings. Man. Enemies having 5 HP. There ought to be a law. I guess the charge mech actually can kill this thing, right? Am I right about that? If I do this, yes. I will hit the water, but the attack will still go off. Okay. So how does that change our options? The answer is it doesn't really. Yeah. It doesn't do a lot for us. Because we still have 3 enemies that we need to deal with that we cannot deal with. I can stop 2 of them. What is the order of attacks here? Oh, of course, you're later. Well, all right. The way these enemies have positioned themselves is incredibly frustrating. So we can easily. The only way that we can stop this Alpha Scorpion from hitting the building is to shield the building, right? There's no other play that lets me interfere with the Alpha Scorpion. If the charge mech was allowed to move 1 more space, then attacking from here, we could do a little bit more damage to the Alpha Scorpion and then kill it with a laser. If I could. There's no version of this where I can use a shield throw to cover 2 of our concerns, right? Because of the fact that the space next to this building is water. I can't attack from it, so. If I did this, I stop this thing from attacking, I free up the space for the laser mech, or for the charge mech to come down here and kill this thing. And then once that's done, we're still taking 2 damage. Like, I don't think there's a version of this where I don't take 2 building damage. Which makes the, which means we can't take another building hit for the rest of the mission, and then means we only held even on power total. It's very, very bad. Okay. What other solution? Morgan doesn't actually die if they're grabbed by this thing. So if we have Morgan move to this space and kill this bug, that deals with 2 of the attackers. I can't shield the charge mech and the building, but I can shield the building, and then I can have the laser mech come through and... the laser mech really needs access to this space, though. The laser mech... I guess the laser mech can kill the gastropod from here. It's pretty not ideal. Yeah, Morgan's gonna need to double heal next turn. So you throw a shield up on the building. I'm not sure if it matters where you do it from. The laser mech is just like really badly positioned for this. And the other thing is, I can... Well, I probably shouldn't do it from right here because I'm going to end up shooting my my own mech. This leaves so much health on these very dangerous enemies. I hate it very much. But we don't take any power grid damage this turn. All of the dangerous enemies are at max HP, and one of my mechs can't attack next turn. So we're probably... Like, that's a bad solution in the sense that it's almost certainly just moving the damage forward instead of avoiding it. Well, you know, that's, like, not the worst possible outcome. It is very bad that Morgan's in the water. So, like, it's pretty easy to just have the defense mech fall back, shield both of them, have the laser mech run up and kill this thing, and take no damage this turn. However, if I do that, then we have 5 active enemies next turn. All of the ones we know about are full health alpha enemies. Morgan still can't attack. And on top of that, yeah, no, this is like, that's on top of that, we have no charges of our shield projector left. Right? That's a position that is basically guaranteed to lose. Kai has 0 ability to interact with this thing. If we use the defense mech to free... Yeah, if we use the defense mech to free the charge mech, there's nothing we can do about the Alpha Spore. The Alpha Spore deals 2 damage to that building. Oh, also, I can't even shoot this thing with the laser mech without losing the laser mech. Because the only tile I can hit it from is the tile where I get killed by the Alpha. Yeah. Okay, so... we lose really badly? Yeah, we're getting beat up real bad by our absolute lack of utility here. Like, so I can have the defense mech pull the charge mech out of the web. And then in theory, have the chargeback do stuff or whatever. But the only thing the chargeback can do is heal. And I can't even move to a position where I'm like blocking, or I can't move to a position where I'm doing anything. I just have to get out of the way and heal. And then we're still taking 3 power grid damage, right? Because I can't kill this thing. Yeah, the more I play unfair, the more I think you just can't go to an island that has scorpions on it. Anything that prevents your mechs from moving is going to kill you. Especially if it has 5 HP. Okay, let me test something. Just out of curiosity, I'm pretty sure shielding doesn't clear the web, right? Right, okay. If shielding cleared the web, that would actually give us some things that we could accomplish. Yeah, I'm gonna bail, honestly. We're gonna abandon this, right? Because, like, I feel bad just picking up my toys and going home, but there's no version of this where... Alright, I can do this. We're going to take 1 building damage, and I guess we'll hope. This is like a really bad position, though. This is better than killing this thing and taking 0 damage, probably, but it's very bad. Okay, at least neither of the new enemies are alphas. That's problematic. You're low enough damage that at least we can kill you now? Okay, so Morgan's still at 1 HP. This is non-lethal. How would I deal with this problem? The only thing Morgan can do is step here and heal. That's the only contribution Morgan could possibly make to this turn. We have to prevent 3 of the 4 building attacks that are currently happening, though. And we can't, and we simply cannot do that. Even if I was willing to sacrifice attack with Morgan, we can't do that because of the Scorpion. Because this team's tools are too unsophisticated. Just deal damage is not enough. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. Okay, so I'm going to scoop out of this timeline. Like I said, that plan was obviously just kicking the can down the road to a loss on the next turn. I think I'm actually going to take Kai with us rather than Morgan. Because we can probably maintain boost all the time, and +1 mech move on the laser mech is actually like a really big deal. But we have got to find some utility tools. It is not enough to get reactors. We have to get something to do other than damage, and it's got to be a higher priority. It's not so bad. Like the webbing from the leapers obviously is problematic as well, but it's not so bad because you can at least kill a leaper. Scorpions may as well be invulnerable to direct damage. I have to say this set of enemies looks way more dealable. Let's start on one of these 2 islands, one of the Leaper Islands. This one's going to be a lot of HP in the enemies. This one's slightly less. Yeah, this is an adjustment that's going to have to be made for this difficulty. You are going to have to get used to evaluating some of the enemies as impossible to kill with damage. Kill 6 or fewer enemies sucks ass. It's a terrible goal for us to be given. The Leaper has 4 movement. So we'd have to all be over here if we wanted to avoid the Leaper. And I just don't think that's actually viable. So we're probably going to find that it is the case with any squad where their primary thing is damage. They just have to, you have to find some utility and you have to do it pretty quickly. So how do we want to deal with this? The fact that there are buildings on every single column of this map really hurts, because it means we can't use the conveyor belts to disable any attacks anywhere ever. Obviously, we can pull this thing into the water pretty easily, which feels like a good play, but doesn't actually solve the larger problems. So we may have to solve at least one of these attacks with a shield. That's probably going to be necessary. We don't have to do anything about this guy. If we shield this building, this one will get moved over and hit the building, breaking the shield, and then this guy will just absorb the second hit. I think my inclination with the laser mech is let's just run forward, do a bunch of damage like this, clear the Scion right now while it's easy to do so. Have the charge mech kill this thing. And then have the defense mech absorb the 1 damage from the normal Firefly while shielding these buildings. We're going to have a hard time keeping our kill count down because we don't have ways of dealing with enemies that are not killing them. And if we're not going to get a perfect island on the first island, I think there's honestly a good chance that the only thing we can do is restart realistically. Okay, that's not too bad. How do we deal with this? I mean, I can just kill them both with a single laser shot. Right? Like, I know we have to not kill everything, but do this, block twice. No more kills after this point. Yeah, all right. Drive to here, repair yourself. So we have 1 turn where we only have 1 enemy, and 1 turn where we're going to have to deal with several, because it's going to do like 4 more spawns. Okay, only 3 more spawns. That was nice of them. And it actually left them all in very blockable positions. So you repair yourself. Yeah, like I think we have to just spawn block 3 times. I know this is not awesome for Kai, but... And then we have 3 enemies up, and we have to not kill any of them, while also protecting all the buildings. One of them being a leaper probably means we are not making our goal. Okay, the leaper's attacking a building. That's good news. How do we... There is no way to not lose power while also accomplishing our goal. And I think our goal is of greater importance than the power stuff. However, we also need to not... Oh, no, wait. Actually, we're fine. Because I still have shield charges left, right? I have a shield charge. So I can do that. You can even repair yourself and get your boost back. You just move out of the way, and because these enemies are not all infinite range, the leaper actually gets removed from the building by the belt, and somehow we manage this. Okay, I really did not believe that we were going to be able to pull that off around the middle of the mission. Show me a weapon, please. Okay, not a great start. +1 damage. The +1 reactor goes immediately to the health, I think. And the non-armored train is a trap. The mission is always impossible. Okay, everybody's covered in acid. I can work with this. I can work with everybody's covered in acid. He's got 3 HP. And we have to kill the acid controller on the first turn, right? No, I don't think that's optional. Trying to keep most of our stuff out of the out of range there, because we cannot have the charge mech be covered in acid. Wow. They really set this up in such a way that we already lose, huh? Okay, how am I gonna... So you can fly over and free the laser mech by killing this thing. But this, yeah, there's literally no way here not to take some building damage, even if we use all 3 of our mechs on actually killing enemies, which is not what I want to be doing, of course. Let's see here. I could just pull you out. That's less good than getting the kill. But I can't defend either of these buildings. Yeah, okay, we just have to take a devastating amount of damage on the first turn. There's literally no way to make that not the case. We can at least kill the biggest enemies. Because destroying the storm generator on the first turn is not optional, right? We have to do that, and then we have to repair this mech pretty shortly afterward. We could attack this turn if we absolutely have to. I'd prefer not to, obviously. Oh, the laser won't go through a building. It'll go through anything else, just not a building. Okay, well, very few of these enemies are attacking things that we actually have to defend. However, very few is not zero. So yeah, you just like cross the entire map to block. You, I guess, just execute a pull here. No sense spending the shield. And then you back up and kill this thing just so we don't have to worry about it anymore. But we are taking other building damage and we can't really prevent that. Unfair. It's tough. Okay, so this is the turn where we just heal. Alright, clear the acid, which is very important. Is there a version of this? No, not really. Alright. We're just gonna have to kill you and spawn a spiderling. I don't love it, but I do think it's necessary. And we're gonna have some trouble with our objective here as well. Okay, that's not too bad. All right, a lot of things here went kind of all right. So at least one of these two has to just heal for the turn. And I guess it's you, because actually if I do this, that's all of the building damage covered. You could just kill stuff for XP. You repair self and give us the second star. And that's harsh. That's why you have to start with a power mission, because you're gonna take 4 damage sometimes. I appreciate, though, that unfair really does make you... It makes you feel the trade-offs. It makes you have to make the trade-offs. Let's definitely... I have 2 more missions left. Yeah, rather than trying to go through here to that, we'll try to do these 2. We'll hope that we can pull off both of these. The train mission, we probably can't do the train mission, realistically. If I do this and then that, we're getting 1 fewer total reward point than this path or this path. Yeah, I guess this path is the thing we want to do. Because the train, we're not going to be able to do the train mission. It's simply not going to happen. We're not going to be able to do a train mission when it's not higher than normal difficulty. We certainly aren't going to be able to do it in the other circumstances. Like, completely ridiculous. All right, try to give the Alpha Hornet something to do. You have 4 movement, so... We can make it the case that the Leaper has to attack a building. I'm not sure if I think that's the right move. And of course, because it's the Detritus Contraption mission, we do not get any non-alpha Leapers. That's not how that works. Okay. Curious. All right. So... there's not actually that much building damage to deal with here. However, a lot of what does exist is unstoppable. And we really can't afford to take very much in total. So this is a 2? No, that's a 3. Okay, so if we did this and then we activated the detritus contraption in damage mode, we would actually get a couple of kills. This thing would also be dead. Right, and that opens up the ability to stand here and fire a shield up that way, which gives me a much better damage reduction. I hate the idea that we're going to spawn a bunch of spiderlings and then next turn probably have to use the shield mode on this thing instead of the damage mode, but I do think that's probably the case. Oh, actually, I don't even need bonus damage to kill you. Maybe I fire the shield mode now. Damage mode kills that spiderling, spawns this spiderling, spawns another spiderling. I mean, actually, there's not going to be that many enemies left next turn. Yeah, let's do damage mode. Because we have no spawns or anything. So I think we can probably make this work. Kill as much stuff as we can, and then and then shield over. So the biggest question is, can we trivially kill the spider mech? And the answer is no. Or the spider scion. So we can just ignore this. But the charge mech kind of doesn't get to play the game this turn. I guess I can kill that thing. Yeah, like that's fine. The laser mech sorta doesn't get to do anything. I can just kill this thing. It's not obviously critically important that I do so, but I can. And then you could just like move to a blocking tile and repair. Or you could, sorry, you can move to here and just pull the scion down one. No, I have to pull this. And that means we have to shield, because otherwise I die. Yep, okay. So that, this, clean you up just for making my life easier in the future. And then we fire shield barrage mode, which I don't want to do, but damage barrage mode is much worse. So when this thing hatches, will the shield be on the spiderling? I'm actually not sure. My expectation would be no. Yeah, okay. The spiderling and the cocoon are different objects. Okay, that's interesting. That's a problem. So if I have the defense mech repair, and then I fire the contraption in damage mode, it clears this enemy, and this enemy, as well as removing this firefly's shield. but it doesn't actually leave me with a way of getting rid of this thing. The pilot on the defense mech is going to die if we do that. Well, I guess I get to choose. It's either the pilot here or the pilot here dies. Because we could execute the attack that would kill this thing, but if I do so, then I end up with 1 HP on top of a spawn tile. I do think that that's probably the cleanest answer. Yeah, we lose a pilot, but it's a low value pilot at least. Then you can easily kill this thing. I can't get you down to... No, okay, not even close. So you kill this thing, you... I guess actually, this thing dies either way. Even if I do that attack, so that attack is, like, very bad. But I can move to here and just repair myself. We can at least have a very small number of enemies remaining. And of course, all of them are going to, for real, attack buildings. Meaning that we cannot... there is no version of this where we don't take more building damage. That's fun. Yep. Was that the absolute best that could have gone? We go to 1 power and lose a pilot? Oh cool, Kai's invulnerable now. You know, it's not great, but it's not literally nothing. We've seen it do something. Kill at least 7 enemies is definitely a little bit more the kind of game I'm hoping to play. I really want to have an opportunity to get the Scion under control early, and I think that was just given to us. Okay. Yeah, interesting. So, like, I want to do this, right? Also, every fiber of my body wants to yank the Alpha Firefly into the ocean, but I think the real move is that. And then just annihilate this thing with the laser. Sick burn from AI unit. Okay, that rules. We can handle that for sure. So there's no way this isn't the move, right? Then shove you in the water nice and easy. It does not feel like the defense mech gets to do anything meaningful this turn. I can kill this thing by... Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Just dash that against myself. I think I actually don't want to spawn block. Well... No, it's probably better to spawn block than it is to kill that thing, because that thing only has 1 HP. Like, these are the last 2 enemies we need to actually kill right here. Yeah, so like one of the most critical things on unfair difficulty, for sure, is you have to be able to, at least some of the time, disable multiple enemies' plans with a single unit. And the trickiest part of that is that damage is not generally a viable way of disabling an enemy's plan. You know, there'll be cases when it is, but there'll be a lot of cases when it isn't, and you don't get to determine which kind of cases you're looking at. So I think I'm going to shove you off of here. We're going to kill this, and I'm going to stay right here and just repair. All we have to do is kill either the spider or this thing or any of the 3 additional enemies that are spawning, but also we have to do so without taking any building damage at all, which is the thing that's definitely legitimate and fair to ask me to do. Okay. So this enemy disables that enemy. Yeah, we're good, right? So all I have to do is rescue you, and you can kill both of them. Yeah, and this attack is prevented by that attack. That right there is a terrifying Island 1. Really, really awful. And I do not love us being down a pilot. But yeah, given the like absolute desperate need for a weapon, for a tool that has some kind of utility, getting the perfect island is even more... It's even more important here than it usually is, than it is on the other difficulty levels. Because you absolutely must see as many different pieces of equipment as possible. Not necessarily to buy them all, but because like you need the greatest chance of seeing one that actually solves any of your problems. Wow, fuck this. What the fuck? Okay. So we lose then. Yeah, every enemy just clustering around the tower and going, yeah, this thing's dying. In what universe would this be solvable? Okay, so no perfect island for me. How do I... How many of these enemies around here can we even disable? Like... I could pull this one back, and doing so would allow me to... I could just kill it. I can just kill it against the tower. If we give up on the tower right away, the turn becomes very easy from there. We need to ignore a lot of the enemies. I could shield the tower before doing this, but the tower's dead either way. Yeah, because there's no version of this where we can actually stop all the enemies. Okay. So the game has taken away our ability to get a perfect island in a way that's 100% not our fault. Nothing we can do about it. So now we just have to hope that the shop contains some compelling stuff, but like... This hurts for sure. We have to pick up a utility item that allows us to deal with enemies without just killing them through raw damage. I do not know what that is going to look like. So we can laser that goo. Like, it's pretty easy to kill this thing with the defense mech. We can't stop all of the incoming damage. It's just, there's way too much of it. We could do like this, and then you can run up here. I believe, yeah, the shield prevents you from getting covered in acid. Still have to kill 3 more goos, while also dealing with the very large number of enemies that are on the table. We need it to be the situation that we can turn the enemies against each other more frequently. Yeah, this thing where they can like stand on opposite sides of buildings, and there's no way to beat that. So this building's dead. How much is salvageable? Alright, if he gets down here and kills this thing, we can deal with this one as well. We still have to kill 2 goos on this coming turn, but oh, right. I always forget that when a building gets destroyed, it doesn't leave like a husk that blocks the tile. The tile is just empty. Do the goos act late in the turn? They do. Okay. So if we just get out of the way, this one's dead. So I don't have to kill any, but I probably should kill this one. And then that's actually the last thing that we need to do. It's not helpful at this point for Kai to kill stuff. Okay, this thing's attack, which moves it into this space, happens after the important attack. So yeah, you just get out of the way, and for absolute safety feelings, we can do that. What a rough island one. We carried that perfect all the way to the end, and then just had it. The game was like, by the way, you cannot have this anymore. Okay, so 7 reputation. Three damage up front, and then if you get a kill, crack all the tiles behind. That's definitely interesting. I don't know if it makes a lot of sense to take it. We're gonna buy the heavy rocket. We're definitely buying a reactor. And then am I buying for power, or am I buying the Fisher Fist as well? I do like the possibility of creating holes on the battlefield. And I like a weapon that straight up does 4 damage with Kai behind it, without any, like, fallout. Yeah, this is absolutely a tool that could potentially disable multiple enemies at the same time. I think I'm going to take the weapon. I think I want the versatility. We may not survive to use it, though. Alright, so you get this. You get this. And then we have 1 reactor. And we give it to... Do we give it to Kai? And maybe like put it on the Fisher Fist with the intention of building toward the bonus damage, or... You know, I'm going to install it on you and give you +1 move with it. I do feel like without bonus movement, the charge mech is often not getting to where it needs to get to. So Scorpion Island is probably off limits. Armor Island is a real problem. And again, it's like it's all things that have maximum HP and then also armor. Although I will say these are enemies where pushing them around is very viable. Like most of them lose their attack if they're pushed in. Well, half of them lose their attack if they're pushed in any direction at all. These enemies you have to be a little bit more clever with, but I also feel like RST gives you more opportunities for shenanigans. Yeah, let's try this one. Okay, Cataclysm mission with a power plant. This is exactly the kind of like gentle walk-in that we need here, but we gotta be real careful about these webs. I actually can't play far enough back to make the webs irrelevant. Not with everybody. Yeah, somebody's going to be webbable no matter what, so I guess it may as well be you. Okay. Another reactor is a nice tool. It's really awkward. Kai needs one more movement. We have a small enough number of enemies here. No, never mind. I was gonna say maybe we could just have the defense mech pull Kai, but no, that's not a real option. Well, okay, so this pull totally rules, right? And then this enemy never spawns because the tile gets cataclysmed next turn. I guess obviously the danger there is significant. Because we don't actually want to block spawns. Blocking spawns is really dangerous on kill 7 enemies missions. And that's a permanently blocked spawn. I probably want to let that creature exist as much as that hurts. But then we do have to deal with this thing somehow. I'll tell you what I am looking at here. I'm looking at like shooting through like this. Blowing this rock up kills this unit and this unit. It does damage this building. But once that's done, the charge mech can run through here and push the purple leaper into this tile where it will kill the scion. And then we can just like throw a shield over here to defend those buildings. So we'll take 1 damage right away, but it will just be 1 damage and it will help clean the field tremendously. I think I actually really like that. I forgot that I was going to start a fire. This is not ideal. Oh right, also I have to pick this up this turn. And it has to be with the defense mech actually. Because the other mechs will die. Well, they gave us a position where that's a totally viable thing to do. Because you only have 1 HP, right? So yeah, we can move to here, kill that thing, and then get the fuck out of here. So this enemy's dead. I mean, I just shoot you, right? I don't think it makes much sense to do anything else. So this is enemy 6 dying. We absolutely can block a spawn. Just heal the fire. What? I will admit that I did not foresee the rock falling out of the universe, still dealing damage. That's on me, I guess. What the fuck? Like, no, that did not occur. That ends the run. Because these two enemies can't be killed. Right? I can't do anything about them. Does this, can I make this impact? No. Okay. It has to impact a unit. I can't just have it impact a space. Yeah, this thing just dealing 3 damage doesn't solve the problem we're having over here at all. We can lose the charge mech. I think we can solve this problem by just having the charge mech die. I can't push either of them in a direction that matters. Yeah, it's just 2 points of completely unavoidable damage. There's my star, and... Oh no, hold on. If I deal damage here, yeah, we can smoke this guy out. Okay, so technically we lose a pilot. Aw, we lose a pilot who had popular hero. I was gonna get to sell you at the end of the island. But it does keep the team alive, and it does give us... I think that was the only way to keep the team alive at the end of that mission too. You couldn't even give me a replacement pilot? What the fuck? 2 empty time pods is really rough. We are in such bad shape, y'all. What do we do with this reactor? I don't think I actually do want to turn these into +1 damage. So it's like, do I want to give the rocket an extra use? Do I want to start building up Kai's ability to move and or deal damage? I think I actually am going to take this. The thing is, like, there are almost no words for the degree to which we fucking needed that one of those 2 pods to have a person in it. Oh no. Yeah, this is not going to be doable. Some missions are simply not feasible with high threat, and that is definitely the case on Defend the Renfield bombs. With this team anyway, because we don't have any ability to move things around, and I guess we're going to the Scar and just like don't take damage, you big idiot. That's not viable. Don't kill the volatile Vec is really rough for us though. We just don't have enough ways to move things. Yeah, all right. We just have to figure it out. It's not really, like... There's no 2 ways about it. One of these things has to happen, because you have to pick a mission. The bigger shield, you know, like, diverting a couple of cores early to a bigger shield is maybe, like, something we could have pursued more aggressively. I don't necessarily know that I think it would be a good thing to do. That's a real dick move there, buddy. Okay, so None of my units can move. It's problematic. How are we going to solve this? If the charge mech takes damage on this tile, I will fall out of the universe, which means I can't charge this thing to get rid of it. I guess I can charge it to get rid of it from here. So I'll take 1 damage, then 1 damage, then 1 more damage from the this guy, but I'll be alive. And this will let us begin to move around and do stuff. Yeah, now I can just kill you. Right, and then you float here and just shield some buildings, and it's kind of like a weird, messy start, but it is a start. I don't love the moth dealing damage to the volatile Vec either, but that's... the game is profoundly spiteful. Okay. So, I mean, I feel like I gotta run down here and just shoot you for 3. I would love to have some time to repair, but that's not happening right now. Well, I can... is there a better move than that? Because I can obviously like deal with this very easily with the lasers as well. What would be better? You know what? Killing the moth is actually probably higher value. Yeah. Obviously, I need to do some stuff here. So you just throw a punch. Then... I can have the defense mech block this point of damage, which is fine. What we want to do is shield these, because this leaves an extra point of shielding on a high value building. Yeah. Oh wait, what is the order? Oh, well, wasn't thinking about the explosion damage. Ugh. You know, if the game's going to be this hard, I have to actually play well. And I'm not doing that so much. This is fucking... this is against the law. You're not allowed to do that. Yeah, I feel like I'm having a rough couple episodes as far as my play skill goes, on top of the mode being difficult. So... I mean, I get... the thing I do is I step over here and I repair myself. You shoot this guy, you take the 1 damage and lose your boost. We're going to take a point of damage on a building here. We're going into the last turn with the emergency batteries shielded, though, which is nice. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. So I don't think I can stop this from happening, though. You can just kill this guy. We can do this and push that thing off. And it apparently will still explode over here, but it's fine because we have a shield for the damage. Yeah, they gotta fix that. That definitely cannot be the intended way for that to work. For it to show the rock falling out of the stage and then the damage to happen where the rock used to be. And we take a point of unavoidable damage, and yeah. And that's just down to us not having enough bodies because I let one of our bodies get murdered. I am playing badly. Okay, Kern's Folly is not a mission that I have a lot of interest in doing. But I think it may be a mission we have to do because we don't... Yeah. Because I don't think we will be successful at the other two. Hate webs. The good news is the combination of the sandstorm and like the blocking of this mountain range means that all of the enemies have to rush up here to attack. So we're going to see a lot of bottlenecking going on, which is very good for some of our weapons. Yeah, for example. Okay, so... That's not terrible, right? Have you charge forward. It's not going to matter much if we start fires because they're all going to get put out anyway. Yeah. Solves all of those problems immediately. And what do I want to do with you? Take a moment here to just throw up some shields. Kill 6 or fewer enemies is not going to be too bad on this mission because we can rely on the smoke for a lot. Yeah, like both of these enemies have allowed themselves, all 3 of these enemies have allowed themselves to be smoked for the turn. I mean, it's very unlikely that they would get attacked, right? But shoot a mountain. Yeah. Okay. The one attack does go off, but the shields are holding. Okay, so this is the only point of damage we're actually probably going to take. Is there a way to prevent it? I think the answer is actually no. This thing really tucked itself away. Well, okay, maybe. Yeah. All right, if I move back to here, and then you move up to here. Right, the missile pushes this guy out of the way, which allows me to then execute a pull into the smoke to clear that out. And you finish fucking up this mountain. Yeah. I feel like if you kill a mountain with the punch, it should do the line of tile breaks. All right, sandstorm, very easy mission type. So we kind of have to do RST training, right? Like, I need the grid too badly not to do it. If I think that the sun catcher array is not doable, we have to do something that can award power. I don't love that this is a high threat mission, but shrugs arms dramatically, right? Like, what am I do about it? I also don't love Moth plus Alpha Moth on the first turn. You know, 4 alpha bugs plus 2 other bugs in general can eat an entire butt. Okay. So... Do you have 4 movement? You do have 4 movement. Okay, I think this is actually good. Well, if I just shoot straight across... I guess actually shooting straight across deals with the problem as well. Yeah, maybe I should just do that. Because this thing's going to explode and it's going to do 2 damage to those. We're going to take 1 damage here, but I don't think that's avoidable. So if I did this, and I caused the cracks to happen. Yeah, the problem is that these things are being targeted by too many different enemies. This plan lets me get each one of them down to only being targeted by one thing, and then we can shield them. And I think that's the only way to really save them. And then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to just knock this thing down to 1 HP. And you're at 2, so yeah, this is all... We're in a pretty good shape as far as cleaning these enemies up goes. That's a pretty good place for that spawn blocker. So... Oh no, that thing is at full HP. I had not... it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We'll just pull it out of position. And then... kill this guy while moving the rock away. I mean, that rock is still in front of a building, so it's not like... It's not a great position. This is actually fantastic. Wait, if he hits a rock... Rocks are movable, right? Yeah, rocks get pushed. So I think that should be fine. Am I better off just killing you with the other missile? Probably, right? Yeah. Let's... Then I'm going to Kai move down here and block this one. Actually, reset turn. Hold on. Well, you know, it's the last turn, though. I'm just going to let the robot pilot die again. It's fine. The AI unit's fine. Its brain is not here. It's stored at base. We're just, you know, pulling it in from base. Can I shoot across? No, okay, this is a body. I don't know that actually matters. Right, because we clean this up very easily. Alright, great work, AI unit. Sure wish I had other pilots on this team. I sure wish any pilots anywhere existed. Alright, going into the final mission with 6 power. That's not so bad. Firefly leader can be a real problem, but also can be a real savior. If I do this, The Alpha Tumblebug for sure puts the rock here or here, which I think I'm okay with. Okay, I appreciate the Alpha Firefly doing a thing where all we have to do is get out of the way. Okay, what is going to be the best way to deal with this? I mean, I can block both of those buildings. I can shield both of those buildings very easily. If I move up to here, and I fire this like that, we get some okay damage. It's not super compelling. You're one tile short of being able to pull the Alpha Leaper into this attack, which is a real shame. Yeah, I don't love this, but like, if this thing's gonna blow up anyway, we may as well get some damage out of it. You do 2 extra damage to this guy this way. Because of the fact that they laid down this like perfect carpet of enemies, though, I can't get the laser mech out to do anything else. We can almost just do lethal damage to it, but I obviously can't leave Kai in the row with it unless we can actually kill it. Well, no, we totally can. Yeah, I can do 4 plus the 1 damage from the push plus the one pull damage with the defense mech. I can just kill it on the first turn. Yeah, all right. Kai's going to take 1 damage from this explosion. But if I back up to avoid that, we lose a point of damage on the laser. And this does prevent 1 of the building, or 2 of the building damage as well. Yeah, it's a little unorthodox, but it gets the job done. It'd be really nice if we could find a moment to repair Kai, because I would love my boost back. Okay. So the chargeback can just save itself and put this guy on top of a spawn tile. It's hard to imagine this is wrong. You just don't have to be here. You could just be somewhere else. Steal this thing so that it doesn't actually do any damage. And then Kai can, in fact, just like stand right here and repair. I don't actually want to stop you from attacking. Yeah. We have 4 live enemies, which is dangerous, but we also have some very restricted ground. And these enemies do not do super high damage. So, you're out of missile now. Do I sacrifice the defense mech one last time? If I move the laser mech first, We can have the defense mech just throw a shield over these two buildings. But obviously this is somewhat complicated by the fact that these rocks are splitting the board in half, as long as this guy's in this position, I mean. Yeah, I think that we... Shoot, but no matter where I go, I can't actually attack him. Well, alright, so I think what I do is, like, maybe move you to here. And then we can just burn the rocks. Gets us a point of damage on that guy. It opens things up a little bit. It leaves us with 6 live enemies on the last turn. They're all sort of... Most of them are gathered in this corner, though, which is going to mean not all of them are going to get to actually attack. We don't know what they're going to be, so it's hard to... If these are both moths, then yes, they do in fact all get to actually attack, and I will be very disappointed. Okay, interesting. All right. So, how many actual threats are we looking at here? Not that many. This is only 1 point of power. So you can just get out of the way and pull this thing, and that solves one of the attacks right there. Kai doesn't have a lot of plays available, but Kai can do this at the very least. Yeah, we can get out of here while only taking like 1 extra point of damage. So just move that out of the way, and then you kill this guy. I don't think I have a play that's any better than that. Yeah, like one of these two is getting made not to attack, and it does not matter at all who it is. Oh no, this kills the... God damn it. God damn it. Reset turn. I didn't do the math on the... In my head, I had marked that guy as not a problem anymore because I moved out of the way. That kills the corporate tower. The reset turn button needs to be on the screen during the enemy turn. So no perfect island. That's very bad. Is that run ending? Yeah, probably. So we don't have an equipment slot left over. I guess we just do that. Yeah, we are so far behind the count now on reactors. Like, this is fucking grim. This is the number of reactors you would like to have, like, after the first island. I don't know how we're gonna survive. All right. What do we do? I'm gonna put our reactor onto this mech for moving toward the bigger area on the shield, I guess. I'll give you that so you can play a little bit rougher, but like no pilots, no nothing, and like at this point my choices are Pinnacle Robotics with 1 billion health enemies and everybody has armor most of the time. I mean, not most of the time. Obviously, you can kill the Scion. Or this nightmare with the Scorpions and the regen and... Or we just end it all? We just end the run. All right. I'm going to call it here. That's where we're going to stop for today. Thank you all so much for watching. This episode got a little bit long, but I wanted to redeem myself. Did I? I don't... well... I think that would be a strong phrase for the thing that has occurred here. But I have certainly made it to the end of the island, to the end of the video. Yeah, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time tomorrow, I will have a plan I think we're probably just going to the hive and seeing if we can pull this off at 2, because I'm feeling like things are only going to spiral downward from here. Come back next time to see if that is indeed the case, and we'll see you then.